shot sounds or feels light, stop shooting immediately, wait 30 seconds, unload, and check your barrel to make sure the wad has cleared and there are no obstructions. Never move off station until the gun is open and safe. Now that we're ready to hit the field and hit some clay targets, here are some tips to make your round go smoothly. When shooting skeet or trap, be on your assigned field with your equipment and be ready when you are called. When shooting sporting clays, be ready to shoot when it's your turn. Step up to the marked station, then and only then do you load your shotgun, point it safely towards the target firing area. When your gun is loaded and you are ready for your target, relax and call pull. Say it loudly enough for your puller to hear, but not so loud as to startle or disturb neighboring shooters. When done shooting, open your gun, empty it of used hulls, and then exit the station. If you are shooting trap, your scorer will tell you when it is safe to move to the next station. In skeet and sporting clays, remain behind the station, out of the way of the score, until all shooters have shot at station and are prepared to move on to the next one.
Tell me about your best achievements, your best results through competitions.
Through competition was really with Lebanon. We had competitions with Lebanon, and I took first place when we were in the team there. But I have a lot of members here now who like, for trap, for example, we have Ahmad Zaher. He's also a Ahmad Tawheed Zaher. He took the African Championship in August, not August, I think it was last year, in May 2011. And he got 119 out of 125. And Ahmad was then entitled to go to the Olympic Games. He participated there, and he finished as the 22nd over the world in the Olympic Games. He has a very good opportunity of repeating what Hussam did in 1967. So, but he needs also somebody to sponsor him. He needs the club to really spend a lot for the coming 4 years before the Olympic Games, and I think this time is going to be somewhere in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. But in skeet, we do have people who are good, but they have not reached this level.
Yes.
Our hope now is to get somebody like Ahmad up and really looked after well to be able to participate in the Rio de Janeiro Games.
Okay.
He's fantastic. You haven't met him, have you? I think no, you haven't met him.
Tell me, did you join the Egyptian national team, or did you take part in the Egyptian Federation for shooting?
Of course, I'm a member of the Egyptian Federation, definitely. And I have my card as an international shooter from them, and we do all our business in liaison with them, always. The Egyptian Shooting Federation runs 4 cartridge clubs. The number 1 in the Middle East, not only in Egypt, is the Doki Club, and then comes Alexandria, and we have one in Heliopolis, which is El Shams, and we have one in Wadi Natrun. Maadi is it operates only in summer. Okay. These are the 4 important clubs, and obviously there are bullets, but they have 6 clubs, small clubs, but these are bullet shooters. It's not my specialization. We specialize only in cartridges.
me about the different types of shooting and the different types of weapons.
Weapons.
Yes.
The most of the weapons we use here, the best is either Beretta, which is Italian. This is the highest make, and they make guns that are really of high quality. And there is also Benelli, which is also Italian, and they make the best semi-automatic guns at this present moment in time. Beretta used to manufacture also semi-automatic guns, but now they have concentrated on the superposed guns that they do. And they do them very well. And every now and then they are really improving in the quality of the steel they're using to manufacture the guns from. And we use cartridges that are imported. We have, the club does tenders, and I personally see to it that these tenders are issued to the best companies abroad, from Italy, Spain, even in Germany, France, or wherever. And we know we get the approvals, obviously, of the Shooting Federation to communicate with these companies and get over the cartridges and place orders with the lowest price, because they're all accepted technically as far as we're concerned. And we buy cartridges here that are sold to members low price, a very low price compared to the local manufacturer, of course. I mean, you can talk about something nearly 70% less in price than the local manufacturer. So we are using the best cartridges. We're using some of the very good guns. We offer guns here to people who train. Our youngsters, when they're training, we have about 4 or 5 guns here, 12 bore. We have 20 bore for those who are of a smaller, 14 years old or so, and they're still starting. We have the 20. And as you know, a gun is 12, where the 10 is a higher or a bigger gun. The 20 is a smaller gun than the 12. So the smaller the number, the bigger the gun, and the bigger the cartridge it uses. We use 12 bore is our major use here, and in fact our father bought us a 32 Flaubert, which is a French gun with one muzzle, and bought us the cartridge, very small cartridge, when we started when we were 16 years old.
How much does it cost, the gun?
A gun can cost between anything. I mean, it depends whether you're buying it from abroad or buying it from here. The average is about between 25,000 at this moment in time. But there are guns that can go up to over 100. But these are really very special makes and so on. But the guns we use here are an average of this. You can get a reasonably good gun second hand from somebody here that sells for less than that. But definitely players depend on a good gun and a good cartridge to train with. And once you train them with a cartridge they know the speed of and has a less recoil, it then is much better than a lower speed and a high recoil. So this is the choice of the best cartridge. You get the highest velocity with the least of pressure on your shoulder.
Yes. Where does Egypt stand internationally and among the Arab and African countries in shooting?
Among the African countries, we have in trap shooting, we are very good. We took I told you, we took the African Championship. Among the Arab countries, we are in competition constantly with the Emirates, United Arab Emirates, and the Qataris. They love shooting too, and they're always giving us a hard time. This is where they can afford the time, they can afford the money very easily. And they get the proper training, and this is where they can appear. They appeared, as you know, remember, in the last Olympics.
Yes.
But Egypt, African-wise, we are the best now, really. We are the best. There is no two ways about it. In trap shooting.
Yes.
In skeet shooting, which you can see here, that machine, until now, unfortunately, we do not have somebody to achieve what people like Yusuf Saleh and Ali Riyad did years ago. But I think it is only what is required is the time to avail for this without going to university or going for a few years, and then competition all the time, shooting all the time, and being ready for the next Olympics. We want an Olympic medal. That's what we want.
Well, that wraps up our episode for today. We hope you've enjoyed it. Until we meet you again next week, have a nice time.